What's good, everyone? This your main correspondent, Alan Taylor, and I'm back in the broadcast room yet again, always with another one. And yes, indeed, it is another one. So this is where we at. I got this young lady right here that's, leaving her man after 8 years. Now, you know, I I did a little recon on her Twitter page and stuff like that. And yes, I mean, from what it looks like, they may have a child together, may not. Don't quote me on that. But this is the fact right here. They look like they had a little cozy family out there. So now she's deciding to leave. She says she wants to choose herself, but also what about the child? I mean, okay. All right. So we're about to dive off into this. Let's go here now. Quarters, nickels, and dimes, people.
Come with me to leave my 8.5-year relationship while he's at work. Disclaimer, everything that you see in the video that I'm taking apart or just leaving, that's his, and I'm taking what's mine. I did not leave this relationship because he didn't love me or I didn't love him. I just needed to love me more. And the only reason why I'm sharing this is because I feel like God has placed me in people's lives to be resilient. And I know for a fact with dealing with my clients that a lot of people don't share what they're going through because they're embarrassed and it's very taboo. And I'm an open book. This is my life. And at the end of the day, when the bills hit, it comes out of my account. And this is just my truth. I left because I wanted marriage, I wanted to grow a family, and he wanted to be stagnant. And I'm not here on his time, I'm here on limited time, whatever God has for me. And what
Okay, so all right, this is where we at here so far. She's saying that, and she's clearing out a lot of things, taking shower heads, things like that. This is ridiculous here. This is ridiculous. She's saying that she wants to start a family, stuff like that. I mean, to be honest with you, the intro that I showed you guys, it looks like they have a family already. I don't know whether or not that's his child or anything like that, but this is the case here. It looks like there's a family already. And back in the day, there was no such thing as, you see what's going on here now. She probably wants to go down, get legal marriage, paperwork, all that type of stuff. Okay, and in the new age mind, the paperwork is the marriage, but in it before time, the marriage is two individuals getting together and building a family. When a man chooses a woman to deal with and things like that, and I'm just gonna put it that way, what I'm saying, that was the choice, that was the beginning of the marriage. I'm saying, in the black culture, we had jumping the broom, stuff like that, definitely doing slavery. It was no going down to the courthouse getting legal paperwork. Nowadays, yes, a lot of women want the legal paperwork, and that's what she's actually wanting. She wants the legal paperwork, not the fact that they've already started building a family right here. You know what I'm saying? Because obviously there's already a child involved. It's been 8 years. And now she's sitting around here talking out the side of her neck about choosing her. Oh, well, it's not that we didn't love each other. I just need to love me more. What the fuck does that mean?
And what the French toast is there to think about?
What does that mean? Hold on.
You old fish-eyed fool.
What does that mean? Love you more? Love yourself more? It sounds like a selfish trope. It sounds like you just selfish right now. And you want to sit there and talk about 8 years and stuff like that. 8 years is not down the drain. He's not slacking. He's not trying to get rid of you. You're trying to get rid of him. And for the child that seems like it may be involved, it's a huge situation. Obviously that child is happy and things like that. You were seem to be happy, but now you're coming to this point to where you're losing your mind. It's crazy out here.
And what I'm not about to do is sit here and wait around for him to eventually want to marry me or feel like he's marrying me because he settled. And I know what everybody's thinking, like 8.5 years, girl, that's a red flag. but we came from very dysfunctional upbringings, and I thought that he would change because I have changed so much. And I can't just sit here and say people don't change when I'm changing and I'm
What are you changing to? That's the point. Because obviously he's chosen to keep staying there. Now, she never mentioned anything about this man cheating or doing anything egregious. You know, he's not knocking her head between the washer and dryer. You know, she even said herself that there is love there. So I'm not understanding. What do you mean, ma'am? Loving yourself more. It definitely sounds selfish to me. And you're just going out your way right now in your emotions, destroying a whole family situation that you've been working on for 8 years. Just because you don't have the paperwork to say that y'all are married from the state and stuff like that, you're about to ruin a good thing that's for you, your child, and him.
growing. But if someone doesn't want to grow together, then that's just not for me.
Y'all
So what
been
I'm
growing
gonna do
together.
is choose myself, pack up all my shit, and I'm gonna bounce. Because if you don't want me, there's another man that will. Don't
Wrong. She thinks she's going to get out here and get a deal better than what she got right there for 8 years. He's already proven that he's down. 8 years. If that's not enough proof for stability, honor, and duty, I don't know what is. 8 years? Just because you don't have the government paperwork of what society deems marriage in the 21st century? All right, then. Walk your ass on out there and think some other dude gonna give you the same type of situation that you're leaving right now. Go ahead on then. Fine. Go ahead on out there and think that you're gonna find some other man that's gonna do what your dude is doing right now. Going to work, bringing home the bread, things like that. You know, regardless of what comes out of her account, obviously she living good. He bringing home the money. Don't get it twisted. She had to throw in that little bit. Well, the bills come out of my account. Okay, then, baby, you know what I'm saying? So he don't pay no bills, but there's love there at the same time, though, too. You got to pay attention to what these bats be saying and the way that they be saying it.
Don't get me wrong, this was like the hardest thing to do because
Yeah.
I'm in love with this man. But
Oh,
I need to love me more. And part of loving me more is I don't tolerate things that I don't deserve. And I'm not going to settle, not for him, not for anyone, not for anything in life. Because
what do you mean settling? You've been with him for 8 years. And I thought that if I'm wrong here, let me know in the comments. I thought it was called settling down.
So what the French toast is there to think about?
I thought it used to be called settling down. That's what a marriage is, a relationship. It was called settling down. Man.
I know what I deserve. And that is exactly why I left. And he still has not told his family. He hasn't told anybody. So hopefully this goes viral enough so that they can see what's really going on. Check this out. That's his TV, but guess what? I bought that anchor.
Hold on.
That they can see what's really going on. Check this out. That's his TV, but guess what? I bought that anchor.
So this bat is she's so disturbed till she took the TV down and took the anchor off the wall. This bitch is petty as hell.
So what the French toast is there to think about?
She petty as hell. Hold on.
Bitch, you're a Dorito. You was never chose. You're a Dorito, bitch. And you're mad that you're not chose. And you never will be chose.
This is wild. She went out her way to take the shower, heads and the curtains and the she took the TV down to take the anchor of the TV off because she bought the damn anchor and left him the TV. What? Man, he might be glad that he got that this chick decided to leave, because this is crazy. But the sad part about this is she about to be in a horrible situation the rest of her life. She's never going to get this. She's never going to get this again.
And what the French toast is there to think about?
She's never going to get this. 8 years of commitment and duty. 8 years of commitment and duty. She's never going to get that again. Not from no other man. She's not going to get that. Sorry, she's not. You know, she said there was love there. She's in love, things like that. But she have to choose herself. Things, you know, probably listening to all these bats on the internet, talking out the side of their neck to her and stuff like that. And she got these out the side of her neck thought processes now from listening to all this trash ass thought process coming from these women. Man, all right, baby. Carry your ass on out there. Do your thing. Sit around here and think you finna get the same treatment that you've been getting for 8 years. You know, from this man right here. You know, we still don't know whether he's the father of the child, none of that. But technically, listen, look, 8 years, you're not finna get that honor and duty from no other man. But it is what it is, though. Shout out to all my subscribers. Mad love to y'all. If you're new to the channel, please hit that like, share, subscribe button. Make sure you ring that bell to be notified whenever I decide to post things. And like I always say,
and that, my friends, is the bottom line.
That, my friends, is the bottom line.